It's Tuesday, June 2nd. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, New Brunswick has unveiled a very ambitious education plan for the English and French school systems. Details just ahead in your top news headlines.
And gender-based violence. We'll speak with the Canadian Women's Federation about Newfoundland recently declaring it an epidemic. That is in our second hour.
And turning ideas into income. In this week's Tia Tuesday, we'll meet a local entrepreneur who helps women achieve their business goals by changing their mindsets. Those stories and so much more just ahead on the Tuesday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Join us. We'd love to have you. 6:01 on this Tuesday, June 2nd. Great to be here. Great to be starting off the first week of June with a bang in the Halifax area yesterday.
Yes.
Lots of sunshine. I was sitting there enjoying. I just received a phone call, and so I was taking it sat in the park and chatted on the phone.
Amazing.
And I thought, wow, this is glorious. I feel so warm. And then I realized I was, in fact, wearing my winter coat.
Yes. Yeah. Very valid.
But the sun did feel good.
Yeah, I'm with you too. When I was out walking the dog, I had a thicker jacket on because I was like, well, it's cooler. By the end of the walk, I felt a lot better. So it's nice if you're doing some active work outside or if you find the heat a little bit too much. But I have to admit, I am looking forward to some more warmer temperatures.
Yeah,
It's coming.
Brought my raincoat just in case today. Wasn't sure. It's kind of been here and there with the showers. What are we looking at today?
Oh, yes. Good thing you did.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yay.
So kind of same starting off in terms of yesterday. Cool to start. Temperatures will rise, remaining below seasonal yet again. But we are going to see that sunshine return before a chance of showers moves in today. But don't worry about that. It's sticking around today. It's out tomorrow. We're going to see things start to really heat up. Sunshine and double digits in the 20s.
Oh, right.
Nearing 30s for some.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. How about a happy medium? That is exciting.
It's literally pumping me up today. I'm so tired, but I'm like, yeah.
I do enjoy a spring, though. We've got winter, then we got summer. Boom, boom.
Right?
Like, we love a little transition time, you know?
Exactly. So enjoy it while it lasts.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll definitely be seeing a cloudier start to the day. Sunshine early this morning as clouds continue to clear out. We do have a low pressure system making its way over, though, bringing a chance of showers, a risk of thunderstorms into the afternoon for the maritime region. Newfoundland, Labrador going to see a bit of a soaking as well. So in terms of our current temperatures starting off the day, warmer than yesterday morning, but still on the cooler side of things. 6 degrees as you head outdoors in Halifax, 0 in Sydney, 8 degrees starting off your day in Charlottetown, 5 in Fredericton, 6 currently in Labrador City, and only 1 degree in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at that current satellite and radar. We are going to see some precipitation in the forecast, a risk of thunderstorms moving in this afternoon into the evening as well before clearing out. In terms of our wind forecast, we are going to see a bit of a breezy wind today for the maritime region. 24 kilometers right now for Moncton, 22 in Charlottetown, 17 in Yarmouth and in North Cape. No wind gusts to report at this time. So we'll take another look at your forecast coming up. But first, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. In the wake of its new poverty report, Food Banks Canada is calling for big changes to employment insurance programs to reduce food insecurity, saying the system has not kept up with the times.
We have over 24% of people accessing our food banks report some kind of income.
So there's a growing portion of people using food banks who have jobs and who can't afford to make ends meet. But we also are looking at the unemployment rate as food bankers and getting quite worried.
The poverty report gave Nova Scotia a D overall. PEI went from a C- to a D+, while New Brunswick received the country's only failing grade. It comes as food banks see an increase in demand over the past year. 5 public libraries in Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley will be permanently closed later this month because of a lack of funding. The 11-branch Annapolis Valley Regional Library System says the decision was made after the province confirmed there will be no increase in provincial library funding in the upcoming fiscal year. The nonprofit group says all 8 municipalities it serves had committed additional money, but the contributions won't be enough to cover the lack of funding increases from the province. New Brunswick has unveiled a very ambitious education plan for both the English and French school systems. The new 12-year strategy will see more staff and support for students in an effort to raise math and literacy scores. But artificial intelligence will also have a place in class.
We had 14,000 people consult on this one. It was done through consultation with multiple partners, with multiple people, with a lot of different stakeholder engagement and community engagement.
Our schools are overflowing. We are out there trying to build schools faster than governments have ever done before. They used to build them at a rate of 2 schools a year. We were falling behind. Our government is trying to get up to 4, 5, 6 target of 6 schools a year.
With a growing student population, staffing also remains a major focus. The province says it will retain and recruit educational assistants, resource teachers, and counselors. Officials say the strategy will be measured through annual reviews. Fredericton police do not expect to lay charges in connection with a fatal accident last week. A car and transport truck collided on the Princess Margaret Bridge last Friday. 3 women were in the vehicle. The 23-year-old driver, along with a 41-year-old passenger, died at the scene. Another passenger, a 24-year-old woman, was taken to hospital with serious injuries. The truck driver was taken to hospital and released. You'll be paying a little less to fill up at the pumps in Prince Edward Island. Gas slipped overnight by 1.7 cents. The minimum price now $1.83.3 a litre. And diesel also dropped by 1.7 cents. The minimum price now $2.17.8. This spring has kept producers busy. Vegetable farmers have been optimistic about the progress of crops, but late frosts and cold temperatures have them scrambling to make sure they're not lost. Many producers have been covering crops at night to protect them and conserve water.
Frost this spring has been considerable, like a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of water, like I said, being run, so we've had to watch the water consumption.
We have corn that's up too, can burn that, and beans, but we try to keep most stuff covered. Potatoes too.
The Gouchers say beet greens, string beans, peas and potatoes, squash and apples, they're all looking good at the moment. Finally, this is something that you don't see very often. Take a look at this. Can you see what that is? Ron and Kim De Silva, they were quick to capture this video in their neighborhood in Upper Kingsclear last week. So if you look really close, you're wondering what it is. It's an albino porcupine.
Wow.
So Bruce Frisco, he shared this video with Andrew Hebda. He's the former curator of zoology at the Nova Scotia Museum of Natural History, and says he was impressed, telling us he's only heard of a couple of other cases in recent years, and they were all out west. So, judging by the video, Andrew thinks the animal is pretty young. And he also adds albino cases are pretty rare mammals, less than 1 in 10,000.
Wow. That's so cool. It's amazing that they captured it on video.
I know. So thank you to the De Silvas for capturing this video, sharing it with us, but just, whoa.
I thought it was just like a rough cat.
A rough cat?
I was like, oh, it's looking kind of rough. Then I was like, that's not a cat.
Here, kitty. Ow. Ow, that's a very sharp fur.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that would be my first thought as well.
Okay, at least I'm not.
Well, you would not think albino porcupine.
No.
Because they're super rare. Okay, I wanted to talk about news you can use here. Some changes to the airplane point system. They are now in effect. So if you are a person who collects and uses airplane points, Air Canada says it now costs fewer points to redeem some short-haul flights on economy. But it now costs a lot more points to redeem long-haul flights for business and first class. So for some routes, the hike could be as high as 67%. Air Canada says the change is in line with redemption costs on some partner airlines. Anyway, that's a fun chance to show some fun viz of people enjoying a vacation.
Well, honestly, I just had that bit. I was getting distracted because I was thinking, I want to go down south.
For real.
Get some heat.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Some swimming weather.
Yeah,
that will be here before
It'll be here soon.
Know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to take a first break. Latavia has our first look at the Tuesday forecast and the warm-up underway midweek, and I'll have a look at your national news headlines. Let's take a live look this morning at Port de Grave. Some beautiful sunshine there this morning. Batavia has details on the daily highs we can expect today and the warm-up coming midweek. That's right after our first break.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. The time now is 6:12. We're taking a live look at Halifax, beautiful, huge cruise ship. As of right now, it is cooler this morning, yet again, 7 degrees starting off your day. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. Cool to start, temperatures will rise, still remaining below seasonal for today, but we do have a sunny forecast for the most part, at least starting off the day. 6 degrees right now in Fredericton, 8 in Charlottetown, cooler in Sydney and St. John's, Newfoundland at 2 degrees. Over to our forecast timeline. So we are going to see sunshine across much of Atlantic Canada today, looking at a mix of sun and cloud for the most part, but starting off the day with a bit of shower activity for parts of Newfoundland. Prince Edward Island, parts of Nova Scotia could see a low chance of some showers early this morning. It's around a 30% chance of it happening. A chance of some flurry activity for parts of Labrador. That is expected to increase into the afternoon. So into the afternoon, we do have a chance of showers for all 3 maritime provinces, a risk of thunderstorms, around a 60% chance of it happening for parts of Atlantic Canada. But we are going to see that shower activity continue into the overnight hours, but starting to clear out as we inch towards early Wednesday morning. We do have a sunny day ahead, and temperatures will be warming right back up. We're looking at double digits in the high 20s. So if you're wondering about rainfall totals, we are going to see low amounts for the most part, 2 to 5 millimeters for St. John, New Brunswick, and for Charlottetown, and then seeing some totals increase for parts of Nova Scotia at around 10 to 20 millimeters expected. For Newfoundland and Labrador, going to remain quite light, only seeing 2 to 5 millimeters for Labrador City. Over to our forecast today for New Brunswick. Daytime highs warming up, still remaining seasonal to below seasonal, around 14 to 21 degrees. A mix of sun and cloud today with a chance of showers into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Wind picking up as well out of the southwest, 20 gusting to 40. Prince Edward Island highs between 12 to 15 degrees today. Scattered showers expected throughout your day, and seeing a wind out of the east, only 15 kilometers per hour. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, highs will range from 9 to 16 degrees today. A cloudy start to your day, clearing out, leaving a mix of sun and cloud. We do have a chance of showers moving in this afternoon. And then for the rest of Nova Scotia, looking at a mix of sun and cloud starting off your day, a chance of showers with the risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. And daytime highs will range from 14 to 19 degrees with wind gusts of 40. Labrador City looking at 13 degrees today with a mix of sun and cloud. Evening showers expected. 6 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, looking at a chance of showers starting off your day, clearing out, leaving a mix of sun and cloud for the remainder. For Wednesday's forecast, sunshine returns for much of Atlantic Canada. Temperature is actually going to rise. We're going to be under a ridge of high pressure, really bringing that warm air back into the region. Temperatures will warm up, so keep in mind sun safety over the next couple of days as we head midweek into the forecast. So that's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. Mounties in Saskatchewan say a suspect was arrested late yesterday after a shooting in the northern community of Pelican Narrows that killed one person and seriously injured another. RCMP have remained on the scene to investigate the shooting, which took place near that community's health clinic. An active shooter alert with a description of a man wearing all black clothing and a face covering was issued for the area earlier Monday, and residents were asked to lock their doors. Police have not provided details about the 2 victims or the suspect. To international news, Ukrainian authorities say Russia attacked the country with a barrage of missiles and drones overnight. The head of Kyiv's military administration says at least 11 people were killed and dozens of others are injured or trapped. There are also numerous fires throughout the region, and residential buildings are damaged or partially collapsed. There is confusion over peace talks between the U.S. and Iran. U.S. President Donald Trump says the talks are happening at a, quote, rapid pace, while state media in Iran says they've been suspended. Iran reportedly halted the talks over Israeli strikes in Lebanon and the expanded ground incursion into the country. Tehran says Israel's actions violate the ceasefire, and a violation on one front is a violation on all fronts. The Bank of Canada is urging caution against concluding the country is in a recession, even though the most recent data points to that term. The health of Canada's economy is currently the subject of a heated debate in Ottawa. CTV's Abigail Beeman has more.
My work is done.
Mark Carney tries his hand at a home building site, but wasn't taking questions about a recession after Statistics Canada reported Friday Canada's economy contracted slightly for 2 straight quarters. Not from journalists nor opposition in the House of Commons.
While Canadians are starving, losing their jobs and missing mortgage payments, and Mark Carney has created the only G7 economy in a recession, he is hiding from accountability.
Leaving other ministers to answer.
Canada is the most integrated country in the world with the United States. They have declared a trade war on us. This side of the House understands that. We will control what we can control.
The Leader of the Opposition should stop running down Canada and join us.
It's the Liberal Prime Minister that's running down our economy and then running away from accountability. Where is he anyway?
Conservatives are calling for an emergency debate on the recession, as Liberals don't seem to all be on the same page in terms of messaging.
I do know that people in my riding are hurting. So I listen to people talk about housing prices. I listen to people talking about food prices and about incomes that are too low. And so that's what we're working on here.
I'm not. All indications are that it's shallow and that we're coming out of it. I believe them.
Late this afternoon in the House, the Speaker decided against an emergency debate, saying he doesn't believe it meets the requirements. Abigail Beeman, CTV News, Ottawa.
And Prime Minister Mark Carney has announced the launch of a National Unity Council to help tackle rising anti-Semitism in the country. He spoke at one of Toronto's oldest synagogues.
The Council has a clear mission to combat racism and hate in all their forms. Our actions must be local. And they start with clearly admitting that Canada's civic compact is failing Jewish Canadians. And they extend to all Canadians.
The council will be led by Minister of Culture Mark Miller, which will include former Olympic gold medalist Katrina Lemedon. The council will be tasked with studying what's causing the surge in anti-Semitism and improve data collection on hate incidents. Canada's men's soccer team defeated Uzbekistan in a friendly match in Edmonton with just over a week to go until the World Cup.
Is influential here. All of a shade for Jonathan Osorio through the keeper and in.
Jonathan Osorio scored the first goal for Canada, who went on to win 2-0. Thousands of fans braved low temperatures and lots of rain. Canada's captain Alphonso Davies did not play, but was seen jogging on the pitch before the game. Another break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we will have your top business headlines, plus your must-see moment from our colleagues over at TSN. Your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back after this. Please stay with us.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
Wow, that's not the music I would have chosen for that.
Right?
It was maybe something a little more cheerful. My friend's a television scholar. Did you know that the reason most Canadian households who could afford one at the time got a TV was to watch that on TV?
Really?
Yeah, it was the first big worldwide televised event.
Oh, I could imagine, yeah.
Like FIFA coming up, which is going to be widely shared around the world. All right, and speaking of sports, time to check in with our friends at TSN Sports Center for today's must-see moment.
Jermaine Franklin in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Monday. And for it, we head to Edmonton. International friendly, Canada taking on Uzbekistan. Second half stoppage time, Canada up 1-0 off the turnover. Tani Alouasei Slides it to Jaden Nelson, and he buries it. Nelson looking to grab the last spot on Canada's World Cup roster, and that is your must-see moment from Monday. And today on TSN, we've got quarterfinal action from Roland Garros. Coverage starts at 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
This TSN must-see moment brought to you by J.R. Rahe's Furniture and Appliances.
Now we're going to take a look at your business headlines from our colleagues at BNN.
That catch is the company would have to win the bid to build Canada's next generation submarine fleet. Hanwha says the military vehicles would be made in Canada by Canadian workers. Our military needs 250 armored vehicles to use in the Arctic. The winner of the contract will be announced by the end of June. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is up to 72.26. West Texas Intermediate's up close to $5 to 92.16. Western Canadian Select down over $1 to 71.43. And the TSX lost 34 points today. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marilla Fernandez.
Taking a look at our 3-day forecast for New Brunswick, 19 degrees today, starting off the day with sunshine, seeing a chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. 24 on Wednesday with sunshine and sunny skies sticking around on Thursday, a high of 29. For Nova Scotia, looking at 14 degrees today, a mix of sun and cloud, a chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. 20 on Wednesday with sunny skies, sunshine on Thursday, warming up to 26. For Prince Edward Island, 13 degrees today with scattered showers, a risk of thunderstorms on Wednesday, 17 with mainly sunny skies, and sunshine yet again on Thursday, really warming up to 25.
Coming up this half hour, the Move Morning Chat. Today we're talking about songs that make us happy. We want to know yours. That's in about 15 minutes on Your Morning Atlantic.
Day's off to a great start. If you're trying to figure out what to wear today and you're looking for some inspiration, maybe you want to look at your tissue box. I realized looking at the box of tissues I have that's now empty, I'm wearing a dress that looks so similar to it. I think these are black-eyed Susans and these are more daisies on the dress, but it was same. It was just one of those moments where I realized I'm matching the tissue box.
That is iconic.
On my desk.
Yeah,
good
nice.
for you.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you went with the, oh, that's a 2-ply. I thought it was the 3-ply. I love a 3-ply tissue.
Tissue shame.
I know. I mean, yeah, it's just
they're all gone, though.
They're all gone.
Now
it's just empty. But you know what? Maybe I can wear it as a shoe.
You know what's so funny? Yeah, like Kevin. Yeah, definitely. They go for shoes too. The funny thing is I have a deviated septum. As the ladies know,
yes.
I blow my nose and it is loud. It's always been a thing my whole life. So Kyle's always like, buy Kleenex boxes. I'm like, what's the point? I just use rolls of toilet paper. Even around here, I'll grab a roll of toilet paper inside my desk and I'm like,
the poor thing. Well, I'd offer you a tissue, but
they're all gone.
Is empty.
Yes. Maybe I was the one who emptied it.
It's a beautiful day to get outside. You might want to throw tissues in your pocket just in case when you go for your little walk to Peggy's Cove today.
Absolutely. Your nose will be running in certain areas because it is kind of cold outside still. We are going to see sunshine across much of Atlantic Canada today before a chance of showers moves in this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Just keep in mind it is cool to start yet again. A little bit warmer than Monday morning, but as of right now, 7 degrees in Halifax, only 2 in Sydney, 8 degrees starting off your day in Charlottetown, 6 in Fredericton and in Labrador City, and 2 degrees starting off your day in St. John's, Newfoundland. So as I mentioned, sunshine in before a chance of showers, but we also have a chance of showers early on for parts of Atlantic Canada. Around a 30% chance of it happening. Will clear out, leaving sunshine before another low pressure system makes its way over. In terms of the wind forecast, it's going to be a bit breezy picking up this afternoon. As of right now, 30 kilometers per hour in Moncton, 20 in Charlottetown, 17 in North Cape with 13 kilometers per hour in Yarmouth. Only one wind gust at this time, getting up to 30 in Charlottetown. We'll take a look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. 5 public libraries in Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley will permanently close later this month because of a lack of funding. The Annapolis Valley Regional Library System says the decision was made after the provincial government confirmed there will be no increase in funding this fiscal year. The nonprofit says the 8 municipalities it serves had committed additional money, but it won't be enough to cover the lack of an increase from the province. Branches in Hantsport, Kentville, Lawrencetown, Middleton, and Port Williams are set to close on June 20th. In New Brunswick, dairy giant AgroPure is providing its vision for its expanding plant in Miramichi. AgroPure is spending $20 million to upgrade this facility, $2.4 million of which is coming from the province. The company says the changes, which will be complete by 2027, will increase their manufacturing of fluid milk on site by 50%.
A new machine that will come, a more faster machine and bigger machine that we currently have. So it will give us more capacity and we'll be able to produce more milk.
As of now, we have not enough processing in New Brunswick, and to have added processing is excellent for us.
Now, the company has faced criticism for closing one plant while growing another, partly with taxpayer dollars. Improvements to the Miramichi plant will come at the expense of Dairytown near Sussex, which will close in 2028, resulting in 60 job losses. The upgrades in Miramichi will lead to 15 additional jobs, bringing the staff total there to 115. After more than 2 years of labor turmoil, Canada Post workers have voted 85% in favor of a new contract. The agreement includes wage increases of 6.5% in year 1 and 3% in year 2, while providing what union brass call greater job security. The vote brings an end to an extended and often bitter bargaining process that saw workers on picket lines on several occasions. Canada Post's CEO says the vote results provide stability for employees and will help restore public confidence in the federal postal system. There was concern in Grand Falls, New Brunswick after a landslide damaged one of the stores in the community. No one was hurt, but as CTV's Nick Moore reports, the issue of erosion has been a long-standing one around the town.
The erosion and the damage it created was discovered yesterday morning. There's been a partial collapse at the back end of Toner's food store along Tobick Street in Grand Falls. A corner of the store is now hanging over a steep embankment which leads to Falls Brook. Eric Gagnon is the Chief Administrative Officer for the Grand Falls Regional Municipality.
We do not know of any other active erosion zones within Falls Brook for now, but still we are waiting on other analysis from the engineers.
Local and provincial EMO have responded, while NB Power, which manages part of the property in the back, has been notified. The municipality says the area around here is considered unsafe, with barricades placed around the store.
We've also asked the owners to vacate the building as soon as possible.
A group of people who were trying to salvage what they could from the store said they were not talking to reporters today. There are 17 areas around Grand Falls that are deemed as being a high risk for erosion. It's been on the municipality's radar for well over a decade.
If you look at the riverbank here and the St. John riverbanks, they're quite high, and the soil is quite gravelly, so it's bound to move.
Grand Falls Mayor Bertrand Beaulieu hopes the municipality can work with the provincial and federal governments to come up with a long-term remediation plan. Meanwhile, there is sadness all around the area that a local landmark has been so affected. Nick Moore, CTV News.
Thank you, Nick. Finally, new this morning, you'll be paying a little less to fill up at the pumps in Prince Edward Island. Here's a look at the numbers. Gas slipped by 1.7 cents. The minimum price now $1.83.3 a liter. And diesel also dropped by 1.7 cents. The minimum price on the island now $2.17.8. Prices in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick did not change overnight. That's your second look at your local news headlines.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
All right, you showed us the albino porcupine.
Uh-huh.
Now we're going to look at a couple of fawns. What started as a routine call for an Ontario police officer soon turned into a wildlife rescue. 2 baby deer were soon discovered taking their first steps after mother was sadly struck and killed on a nearby rural roadway.
Oh, no.
But they saw the one fawn, then they looked back and there was yet another. So the officer gathered the fawns up in a blanket and took them back to headquarters. They were kept warm and safe until a local wildlife rescue organization took them in. Now officials say the fawns are growing well and they'll soon be moved to a large enclosure where they'll be prepared for release into the wild. But also an excuse to show these very cute pictures of these lovely little fawns.
Oh, baby.
They're hungry little babies.
Oh, apparently, they don't have a scent. Fawns don't have a scent when they're quite young, which is designed to help protect them from predators.
That's a really neat fact.
I know. Well, we have to ask Hope that. Hope for
I
wildlife.
love the spots. I love the spots on a baby fawn. Yeah. There you go.
Okay, well, still ahead, we're going to head to Hollywood and we'll have a look at your entertainment headlines. Latavia has the latest look at the forecast. I was enjoying watching your 3-day and some of the double-digit highs we're going to get later this week.
It's amazing how quickly things are going to heat up.
I know.
I know.
Music to my ears. Brings us to the Move Morning Chat. We're talking about songs that instantly lift your mood. I don't think he's listening to his favorite song right now. He's probably got some mellow music to help him focus. But we're talking about our favorite upbeat songs. That's next.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:42. It is cool to start over in Edmonton. As of right now, 4 degrees starting off your day. We'll be seeing sunshine as showers have now cleared out of your area. We are seeing a colder start to the day yet again. Temperatures are expected to rise over the next couple of days, heating up. So just layer up before heading outdoors early this morning. You should be just fine. 7 degrees in Halifax with 2 starting off your day in Sydney. 8 degrees in Charlottetown, 6 right now in Fredericton, as well as into Labrador City. 0 over in Gant. It's that time once again, the Move Morning Chat. This morning, we're talking about music, and we want to know what a song is that instantly makes you feel happier and why. Aaron, Peter, what song is your choice?
Let me start. We're well into the month of June now, maybe 3 weeks away from the first day of summer. So I am picking what I believe to be the ultimate summer song, which also happens to be the one that makes me very happy when I hear it. I'm happy when I hear it start to play. I'm even happier as the song progresses. Beach Boys, Good Vibrations.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. I mean, of course, we all love the song, but how complex this song is, I just get so wrapped up in the song. There are 14 key changes in Good Vibrations, and I'm counting each one of them. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. And I mean, it's like a symphony. And I absolutely love it. And it just makes me feel good anyway. Even if it didn't have all of that complexity, I would still love it.
That is the most Peter Harrison thing I've ever heard of.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth, Aaron. In the best way possible.
The key changes, like, I don't think my brain doesn't work the way his brain works.
Listen for them. They're amazing.
Oh, man. Okay, for my song that instantly makes me happier, we're going back to 1972. I love Johnny Nash's I Can See Clearly Now. I think I have some sort of nostalgia with this one because my dad is such a music lover, and we spent so much time on family road trips where dad was the DJ. And now it's so funny. I hang out with my dad now, and I'm just playing all of his music, and he's like, "You remember this? You like this?" This is one song that he would always play going for our summer vacation. We were arriving to our destination. This would be blasting. So I Can See Clearly Now is definitely my happy song.
Oh, I love that one.
Good memories associated with that, too.
Absolutely. I was having trouble picking one song, considering I listen to a lot of them, and I can't really remember things these days. I have really bad memory. But for me, I would say the genre of soca. Soca music is something that really gets me in a good mood anytime I hear it. When I had to run the 10K, that's what I was listening to, because that's my pump-up music that actually gets me to go and get moving.
Yeah.
So definitely Marshall Montano. That's definitely one of my favorite artists. Destra and Kes the Band. Those are like most of the songs I listen to from those artists.
I'm going to add that to the playlist.
Oh, yeah, it's a good time.
Try it out. Mine, I swear, every time I ask it to be played, not a lot of people get it, but if you know, then you know. I'm going to take you back to the 90s. It's from a Goofy movie, which had no business having such a good soundtrack. But there's this one song called Eye to Eye by Tevin Campbell, and it is so good and so much fun. Like, if you haven't seen the movie, he's almost like a Michael Jackson sort of character, but he has multiple good songs on that film, which is, gosh, now 31 years old, but I still blast in my car. I blast it when I go out for runs, and hearing it instantly boosts my mood. I know I'm not the only one out there.
Oh, no. The Goofy movie is a great movie.
Really, I'm not even kidding. It's very underrated, the Goofy movie. I'm serious.
Right?
Thank you. So you two have heard this song?
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, a great soundtrack, great characters. It was so much fun.
It was.
This is why we're friends. All right, we're going to throw this question to our viewers this morning. We want to hear from you. Our ears are open. What's the song that instantly makes you feel happier, and why? And do you agree with us? Send us a text at 10400 and we will share your answers later.
And I'm back. So sorry about that. We're going to talk about the forecast timeline now. Starting off the day with a bit of shower activity for parts of Atlantic Canada. Expected to clear out, leaving some sunshine before another low pressure system makes its way in. A chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms for the Maritime region. Newfoundland, Labrador also seeing some precipitation. Into the evening hours, much of the same. We are going to hold on to precipitation before clearing out into early Wednesday morning. Sunshine in the forecast for Wednesday and temperatures rising. But if you're wondering about our rainfall outlook, we're looking at around 2 to 5 millimeters for St. John, New Brunswick, as well as into Charlottetown. Heaviest being around 10 to 20 millimeters for parts of Nova Scotia, and only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters for Labrador City. For a forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs will range from 14 to 21 degrees, being the warmest into Woodstock. A mix of sun and cloud, a chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Wind gusts picking up this afternoon as well, getting up to 40. For Prince Edward Island, highs between 12 to 15 degrees. Scattered showers throughout your day today with a risk of thunderstorms, pretty light wind. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, highs will range from 9 to 16 degrees, mainly cloudy skies starting off your day. Showers arrive into this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. For the rest of Nova Scotia, pretty much the same, but starting off the day with sunshine, seeing a chance of showers this afternoon and a risk of thunderstorms, highs between 14 to 19. For Labrador City, lots of sunshine throughout your day today with a high of 13. We do have a chance of showers this evening, though. 6 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland. Showers starting off your day, clearing, leaving a mix of sun and cloud. All right, we're going to head to break. Stick with us. We'll be right back after this.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:51. Crystal, let's take a trip.
Do it. Let's do it.
We're going to head over to Hollywood and take a look at your entertainment headlines.
The Tony Awards have announced a special performance ahead of Sunday's show. Tony host Pink will be joined by Queen Latifah, Whitney Levitt, Julianne Hough, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, and more to honor the musical Chicago's historic 30-year run.
Multi-million-dollar homes, but we never really know what's happening behind closed doors.
Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have executive produced a new docu-series for Hulu. Squatters Get the F Out of My House is a 6-part series that tells the stories of ordinary people and the squatters living rent-free on their property. The series premieres on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus on June 4th. Disney is the parent company of Hulu, Disney Plus, and ABC News. Anna Kendrick is stepping into a new role. ABC Audio has confirmed that Kendrick will direct the upcoming Netflix film, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. The film will be adapted from the best-selling novel of the same name. And happy birthday to Dana Carvey, who is 71 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, well, we love the ocean around here, and you never know what lies on the ocean floor unless you dive down and check it out.
Now, some Nova Scotians have taken their passion for underwater exploring and transformed it into a mission to collect as much garbage as possible. CTV's Paul Hollingworth explains.
See around that rock right there? That's where the car is. Lyndon Morrison and Sean McMullen spend most of their free time underwater in the ocean, lakes, and rivers. It all began a few years back when McMullen was looking for old bottles.
Then I started seeing all the trash when I was diving, and so I started taking everything with me, and that kind of turned me into an environmentalist.
Morrison and McMullen met each other several years ago at a Nova Scotia beach and quickly discovered a shared passion. Following every dive, they share videos of their findings on social media.
I feel a sense of accomplishment every time I come out and load up the truck, sort it, and put stuff where it belongs.
They always come ashore with a treasure trove of garbage. Tires, shoes, laptop computers, cans, and old-style stubby beer bottles. This Mountain Dew bottle is a throwback to the 1980s.
That bottle is at least 40 years old for sure.
Sean and Lyndon both say every time they go into the water, it's fun, it's environmental, and an opportunity to leave their province cleaner and better than the way they found it.
We're on a mission to clean it up
and raise awareness about pollution. They want people to know locations like this may look scenic, but are also heavily polluted.
There's a trash problem in this province.
These two divers are trying to fix it and collect as much trash as possible, one dive at a time. Paul Hollingsworth, CTV News, Lakeside, Nova Scotia.
No, that's lake, but it is Ocean Week in Halifax as well. Happening now in local news, New Brunswick has unveiled its 12-year education plan for both the English and French school systems. The new strategy will see more staff and support for students in an effort to raise math and literacy scores. But AI will also take a role in the classroom as well. We'll have details just ahead. Plus, 5 public libraries in Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley will be permanently closed later this month because of a lack of funding. The 11-branch Annapolis Valley Regional Library System says the decision was made after the province confirmed there will be no increase in provincial library funding in the upcoming fiscal year. Plus, it will cost you less to fill up at the pumps in Prince Edward Island. Prices for both gas and diesel decreased overnight. We'll have the numbers just ahead in your news headlines at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. But first, it's a look at the 3-day forecast, which is really warming up with Latavia.
Thanks, Amanda. Starting off in New Brunswick, 19 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds starting off your day. Isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. 24 degrees on Wednesday with sunshine across the province, and sunshine continues on Thursday, warming up to 29. Nova Scotia is looking at a high of 14 degrees today. A mix of sun and cloud, chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. 20 on Wednesday with sunny skies and warming up to 26 on Thursday. Increasing cloudiness, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. Prince Edward Island, 13 degrees today with scattered showers, a risk of thunderstorms. 17 on Wednesday with mainly sunny skies, and a mix of sun and cloud on Thursday, warming up to 25. The time now, 6:56. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
It's Tuesday, June 2nd. Today in Your Morning Atlantic, New Brunswick has unveiled its education plan for the English and French school system for the next 12 years. Your top news headlines just ahead.
And gender-based violence. We'll speak with the Canadian Women's Federation about Newfoundland recently declaring it an epidemic. Those stories are just ahead in this half hour of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. The time now is 7 o'clock, June 2nd.
June.
June 2nd.
I was just going to say, wow, it's flying by, but I'm like, relax, it's just June. That's why I stopped abruptly.
I think that this is a fun week because it doesn't happen very often that Monday aligns with 1, Tuesday aligns with 2.
I actually love when that happens.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Easy, clear, nice and clear.
Clean. We like to see those numbers in those places.
Speaking of clear
and numbers, yeah. Honestly, just seeing the forecast, I know obviously with extended forecasts, it can change.
Right.
But just seeing the bump up in temperatures headed our way, that sunshine sticking around into the weekend too, it's so nice to see. Like our 3-day forecast doesn't even show you how great it looks in the future.
Well, no one's happier about that than this one, right?
Love me some heat. It makes me think too, like just I'm not there when our son's getting ready for school in the morning for elementary school, but I do know he's been wearing so many layers in the morning. So I'm thinking like maybe later this week he'll be pulling out the shorts. How nice would that be?
Oh, right? Yeah.
Look,
I was like, oh.
It's not bright and cheery this morning in Charlottetown.
No. For Charlottetown, they do have showers on and off throughout the day, whereas many areas across Atlantic Canada will see pockets of sunshine before showers make their way in. Cooler to start, but warmer than yesterday morning. So as of right now, it is 8 degrees in Charlottetown. Cooler in Sydney at 2 degrees, 7 degrees starting off your day in Halifax, 6 in Fredericton, 0 over in Cartwright, as well as into Gander. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. So we do have a bit of shower activity starting off your day before clearing out, seeing some sunshine for parts of the region, but we are going to see an increase in precipitation due to another system making its way over this afternoon. And in terms of the wind forecast, we are going to see a bit of a breezy day ahead. As of right now, 30 kilometers per hour in Moncton, 20 in Charlottetown, 17 in North Cape, with 13 in Yarmouth. One wind gust at this time getting up to 30 kilometers per hour in Charlottetown. We'll take another look at your forecast just ahead. First, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Unveiled a very ambitious education plan for the English and French school systems. The new 12-year strategy will see more staff and support for students in an effort to raise math and literacy scores, but artificial intelligence will also have a place in the classroom.
We had 14,000 people consult on this one. It was done through consultation with multiple partners, with multiple people, with a lot of different stakeholder engagement and community engagement.
Our schools are overflowing. We are out there trying to build schools faster than governments have ever done before. They used to build them at a rate of 2 schools a year. We were falling behind. Our government is trying to get up the 4, 5, 6 target of 6 schools a year.
With the growing student population, staffing remains another major focus. The province says it will work to retain and recruit educational assistants, resource teachers, and counselors. And officials say this will be there will be a measured annual review of the 12-year plan. 5 public libraries in Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley will be permanently closed later this month because of a lack of funding. The 11-branch Annapolis Valley Regional Library System says the decision was made after the province confirmed there will be no increase in provincial library funding in the upcoming fiscal year. The nonprofit group says all 8 municipalities it serves had committed additional money, but the contributions won't be enough to cover the lack of funding increases from the province. Police in Fredericton do not expect to lay charges in connection with a fatal crash last week. A car and transport truck collided on the Princess Margaret Bridge on Friday. 3 women were in the vehicle. The 23-year-old driver, along with a 41-year-old passenger, died at the scene. Another passenger, a 24-year-old woman, was taken to hospital with serious injuries. The truck driver was taken to hospital and released. A 38-year-old Millbrook man is facing drug and tobacco offenses after a traffic stop near the Halifax airport. RCMP say they pulled over a Dodge pickup with tinted front windows near Halifax Stanfield last week on Thursday morning. They say they seized unstamped tobacco, including 60,000 cigarettes, 17,000 cigars, and some illegal cannabis. In addition, the truck was seized under the Excise Act. You'll be paying a little less to fill up at the pumps in Prince Edward Island. Gas fell by 1.7 cents. The minimum price now $1.83.3 a liter. Diesel also dropped by 1.7 cents. The new minimum price for diesel now $2.17.8. Well, the IWK telethon smashed expectations and records yet again. And as CTV's Brianne Foley shows us, the magic that lasted through the weekend will be felt long into the future.
Whoa! There it is. It's $9,110,219.34. Wow!
Another record-breaking year for the IWK Telethon.
The results were incredible. I mean, we live in a great part of the world. We really do. And we're just so grateful.
You can't discount maritime generosity. Like, Maritimers step up year after year.
With familiar faces making their way back on TV.
Go Jason! Go Jason!
And some new faces, too.
Please here, everybody. Yeah.
Steve, I'm great. The impacts from the telethon continue to support Maritimers.
He goes to the hospital. It's usually trying times for her. It's not always just little appointments, but seeing that all these people and what can happen when a big group is supporting children, even through these hard times, I think that was really important for her to see.
Every year it just keeps getting better, but particularly this year, the two teams come together as one, and we just, it was flawless. Like, it was unbelievable.
Proof that Maritimers pushed up and stepped up once again for the region's children. Brianne Foley, CTV News, Halifax.
That's amazing.
The push-up challenge was so good.
It was good.
Shout out to JW and Pernell, who are in our control room right now. Pernell had the long lanyard that you kept seeing hit the ground. I was teasing JW on Monday. I said, you stopped pretty early, didn't you? He said, I thought we were stopping.
That's amazing.
Sure.
No, good on everybody. That's brave.
And it was great to see Jason and Katie come back too. Oh my God. And Steve, it's like a family reunion.
It is.
It's wonderful. Okay. Another story to tell you about right now, with the World Cup set to take over Toronto in less than 2 weeks. Soccer fever is influencing the upcoming Caribbean Carnival Parade. Now, this is kind of your territory, Latavia.
Oh, yeah.
Would a young Latavia Beezer be participating in festivities like this?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Wow. There she is. It's Latavia Beezer. This year's Kiddie Carnival Parade will feature a FIFA theme when it takes over the streets of Toronto in July. Over the weekend, parents got a preview as kids donned their costumes designed to bring the excitement of football to the parade route with a Caribbean twist, of course. The theme is already scoring big, with kids blending the passion of soccer with the creativity of Carnival. The enthusiasm, the costumes. I need to see this for my own eyes.
Oh my goodness, it gives me chills. Kiddie Carnival is huge in Toronto, where I'm from. I was telling Amanda the other day.
Yeah, just yesterday.
One of the things I miss now having children is having culture for them growing up.
Yes.
Missing my family, and definitely love the vibes.
Like, just look at these little
Oh my gosh.
We call it jumping up, so like they're just jump up, and it's so much fun just to like celebrate our culture.
I love
all
that.
together.
It's
Yeah.
just awesome. Wow.
What an extra party too with FIFA.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a real busy summer over in Toronto. Let me tell you. Yeah.
Wow. All right, we're going to have your national news headlines. But coming up, Latavia has the latest look at the Tuesday forecast. We're jumping at the sound of it with the double digits we're going to get later this week.
Oh, yeah.
And we're thinking about the students from St. FX over in Antigonish celebrating their graduations. Congrats to all the grads in the region on all your hard work. We've got the forecast coming up next.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. The time now is 7:12, taking a live look at a sunny start to the day over in Corner Brook. It is cool starting off your day, though, 4 degrees, and we do have a chance of showers moving in a little bit later this morning. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. Cool to start. Temperatures will rise a little bit later on, but still remaining below seasonal for much of those daytime highs. 7 degrees right now in Halifax, with 5 starting off your day in Sydney. 9 degrees in Charlottetown, with 6 in Fredericton. 7 currently in Labrador City, and 2 degrees in St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. A bit of shower activity for parts of Atlantic Canada early this morning, but also seeing sunshine starting off your day. Then into the afternoon, we're going to see an increase in precipitation for all 3 maritime provinces, a chance of showers, a risk of thunderstorms, holding on to a bit of precipitation for parts of Labrador and Newfoundland. And then into this evening, a chance of showers will remain before clearing out near midnight into early Wednesday morning. We start to see that precipitation really begin to clear out. Sunshine returns in our forecast, and temperatures will actually be heating up. If you're wondering about our rainfall totals, quite light for much of the Maritime region. Only 2 to 5 millimeters for St. John, New Brunswick, Charlottetown, and then picking up for Halifax and parts of Nova Scotia. So mainland Nova Scotia, Cape Breton Island, seeing around 10 to 20 millimeters expected. Only 2 to 5 millimeters for Labrador City. For a forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs will range from 14 to 21 degrees, looking at a mix of sun and clouds starting off your day. A chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. Wind also picking up out of the southwest, 20 gusting to 40. For Prince Edward Island, 11 to 15 degrees for your daytime highs. Scattered showers, risk of thunderstorms. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, pretty much the same. Mainly cloudy skies starting off your day. Showers arrive this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms with highs between 8 to 16 degrees. For the rest of Nova Scotia, highs will range from 14 to 19. A mix of sun and clouds starts off your day, then seeing a chance of showers, a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. Wind gusts of 40. Lots of sunshine into Labrador City today with a high of 14. We do have showers arriving this evening, though. 6 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland. Showers start off your day, clear out, leaving a mix of sun and cloud. Wednesday's forecast will be quite nice. We're looking at lots of sunshine for all 3 maritime provinces. A bit of shower activity for parts of Labrador. Showers move into parts of Newfoundland early on Thursday, but sunshine sticks around for all 3 maritime provinces. Temperatures heat up even further. So that's a look at your weather forecast. Now I'm going to throw things over to meteorologist Kaylin Mitchell.
This is your Campfire Conditions Report brought to you by Pine Acres RV, where customers become friends. Restrictions are valid until 2 p.m. on June 2nd. And we do find a mix of restrictions for the province of New Brunswick. Conditions are open in some parts of the north and northwest of the province, as well as in the southeast. But the remainder of New Brunswick, campfires Category 1 burning only permitted between the hours of 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. So please check which county you are in and any restrictions that may apply before having a campfire. Likewise, in the province of Nova Scotia, we have restricted hours of between 7 p.m. and 8 a.m. for parts of the south shore of the province, including Queens, Shelburne, Yarmouth, Digby counties, the Annapolis County, as well as Hants County, and Guysborough County, Richmond, and Cape Breton County. The remainder of Nova Scotia with campfires permitted between 2 p.m. and 8 a.m. And for the province of Prince Edward Island, campfires are currently permitted with domestic brush burning allowed between the hours of 2 p.m. and 8 a.m. As well as checking in on provincial restrictions, make sure you check on any municipal restrictions and bylaws that might apply as well.
To news out west, Mounties in Saskatchewan say a suspect was arrested late yesterday after a shooting in the northern community of Pelican Narrows that killed one person and seriously injured another. RCMP have remained on the scene to investigate the shooting, which took place near the community's health clinic. An active shooter alert with a description of a man wearing all black clothing and a face covering was issued for the area earlier Monday, and residents were asked to lock their doors. Police have not provided details about the 2 victims or the suspect. More people are depending on food banks these days to feed their families. And now there's a call for a major overhaul of the system. CTV's Garrett Berry has more from St. John's.
Stocking these shelves and keeping them full has suddenly become a difficult task for Leslie Burgess and her staff at this downtown St. John's food bank.
We're running out of supplies before the end of the week, whereas, we used to be able to plan, and there's really no way to plan anymore.
Things were pretty stable last year, but now demand has jumped 20% compared to last spring.
It seems like we're every day in an emergency situation.
And at this food bank, like so many others across the country, when demand goes up, donations go down.
Working families are feeling the pinch, donating less and now needing more.
Because their rent is too high and groceries are too expensive and now gas is too expensive.
Not just here, but across the country. That's part of the reason why Food Banks Canada is renewing its call for big changes to the employment insurance program.
We're seeing more people with part-time, casual, or precarious jobs who are struggling to make ends meet, access our services, and they're not covered by the current system.
Gig workers like Uber Eats drivers are falling through the cracks. That's according to Richard Matern, research director at Food Banks Canada, who says payments should be raised and it should be easier for gig and part-time workers to qualify.
We are seeing many people with full-time work as well who are contending with the rising costs of living because their wages aren't rising fast enough.
More benefits for workers would surely help here in St. John's. Leslie Burgess says many of her clients are right now holding on until the first part of the new grocery and essentials benefit comes through on Friday. Garrett Berry, CTV News, St. John's.
Thank you, Garrett. Another break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, the Canadian Women's Foundation will join Crystal for a conversation after Newfoundland and Labrador declared that gender-based violence is an epidemic in that province. That conversation is up next.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
Welcome back. The Canadian Women's Foundation is applauding Newfoundland and Labrador's declaration that gender-based violence is an epidemic in the province. The national organization says it hopes the declaration will result in purposeful action. The province made the declaration about a week ago following calls from various organizations and advocates joining similar declarations by Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Here with the reaction is Mitzi Hunter, the president and CEO of the Canadian Women's Foundation. Good morning, Mitzi.
Good morning, Crystal. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's important to shine a spotlight on this issue. Why is declaring a gender-based violence epidemic important?
It is so important. The Canadian Women's Foundation really welcomes Newfoundland and Labrador's declaration of this as an epidemic in terms of gender-based violence. It's a critical step towards action, and the foundation recognizes the hard work of all of those advocates, victims, and their families, and all the allies who have made this possible, joining together with the leadership of Minister Layla Evans. And this is an opportunity to make this really front and center with the task force, the 12-member task force that is coming together over the summer to report in the fall. It's an opportunity for people to really have that important conversation that, you know, this is a real issue. We know that that victims of femicides often know who that perpetrator is. It's an intimate partner. And so we have to really make these conversations possible by declaring it a crisis and an epidemic. It really gives policymakers the opportunity to make investments and to do the things that are necessary to change the scourge that is on society.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is the third province. We also have Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. What does that say about the state of gender-based violence that we're seeing on the ground?
It says that it's an epidemic. You know, this really spiked during the pandemic, and it has not come down. It's leveled off slightly, but hasn't come down. And so these three Atlantic provinces that have joined Ontario, so there's 4 provinces in Canada that have declared a crisis or an epidemic, recognize that actions need to be taken. And we certainly hope that others will follow. In our polling that we do across Canada, 2/3 of Canadians know someone who has experienced violence, and so we actually have to make this normal for people to talk about and to really demand the help and the support that they need. In our work at the Canadian Women's Foundation, we actually fund 30 programs in the Atlantic provinces for women, girls, and gender diverse people so that they have power, safety, supports, and rights to thrive. This is something that everyone really should support, and we really want to see that, you know, women, girls, and gender diverse people can live safely in their communities, in their homes, and oftentimes the workplace is the place that you don't think that people will talk about this issue, but sometimes they do turn to an employer or a colleague at work, and you know, we really urge you to listen and really offer that ear of support to see what is needed. Sometimes someone just needs like a practical thing, like a drive to speak to a lawyer or a little bit of flex time. And so everyone can really see that this is not an issue sort of that never comes up. It's actually a very prevalent issue, and it may come up, and how do you act and respond when it does?
Well, Mitzi, we really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I want to also say if someone is needing help, they can go to our website, canadianwomen.org, and there's a button at the top, Get Help.
Perfect. Thank you, Mitzi. We will add that to our website to make it easy for people to find. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
It is now 7:27. We will take a bit of a break, and we'll be back with more of our show right after this. We hope you can stay with us.
Just ahead on this Tuesday, turning ideas into income. And this week's Tuesday, we'll meet a local entrepreneur who helps women achieve their business goals by changing their mindsets. That interview coming up this half hour on Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning. Come on in. It's nice and warm in here. We got all kinds of friendly people in here. The coffee's brewing. It's a great place to be.
It is.
Personally, the morning is my favorite time of the day. Are you in agreement with me?
Absolutely.
I love there's so much hope and possibility. You get up, you have, first of all, I love coffee.
Oh my gosh, a dream.
And Amanda kind of makes fun of me every day. I come back from getting my coffee, like, oh, that's delicious. And she's like, oh, the first sip.
The first sip, yeah. So what will happen is Latavia's already at the weather center. She's got her coffee ready to go. And then I start working away before I have my coffee. And then Crystal will come in. And then by the time Crystal goes and she makes her coffee, I smell it. And she sits right next to me and she has this nice... And I think, okay, oh yeah, it's time.
Coffee time.
It's time, time for coffee.
Oh yeah.
The first sip is just angels sing.
Angels are singing. And when the sun is shining, especially when it has been cloudy and the sun comes out, I hear the angels singing then too.
Right? The angels have arrived. Well, we are going to see sunshine sticking around for parts of the day today across the region. And then we do have a chance of showers moving in for today.
Okay.
Yeah, so a little bit of sunshine will help heal the soul. 7 degrees right now over in Bedeque. We are seeing a cooler start to the day, a bit warmer than Monday morning, and we are going to see those temperatures continue to rise a little bit later on. As of right now, it is also 7 degrees in Halifax, 5 in Sydney, with 9 degrees in Charlottetown, 6 in Fredericton, 1 degree in Cartwright, and 4 degrees over in Corner Brook. We do have a bit of shower activity starting off the day for parts of the Maritime region and parts of Newfoundland and Labrador. That will increase as we head towards this afternoon, seeing a chance of showers, a risk of thunderstorms, and that will take us into tonight before clearing out. In terms of our wind forecast, it's going to be a bit of a breezy one. As of right now, it is 19 kilometers per hour for sustained wind in North Cape, 13 in Moncton and Grand Manan. We're looking at 11 in Edmundston. No wind gusts to report at this time. We'll take another look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news with Amanda.
New Brunswick has unveiled an ambitious education plan for the English and French school systems. The strategy will see more staff and support for students in an effort to raise math and literacy scores. But AI will also have a place in the classroom. CTV's Josh Smith explains.
A gathering today at North Fry School in Moncton as the New Brunswick government unveiled its new roadmap for education. It lays out a 12-year vision, but will be reviewed every 3 years.
We had 14,000 people consult on this one. It was done through consultation with multiple partners, with multiple people, with a lot of different stakeholder engagement and community engagement.
Part of the lengthy blueprint includes children have strong foundational skills in literacy and numeracy. Children, youth, and the workforce experience safe and supportive learning and working environments that promote well-being and belonging. And children and youth benefit from strong collaborations that support foundational learning and well-being.
This plan makes it clear that the pressure is to focus on those fundamentals and make sure that that literacy and numeracy time and the students' well-being are being supported.
With a growing student population, staffing remains another major focus. The province says it will retain and recruit educational assistants, resource teachers, and counselors.
Our schools are overflowing. We are out there trying to build schools faster than governments have ever done before. They used to build them at a rate of 2 schools a year. We were falling behind. Our government is trying to get up the 4, 5, 6 target of 6 schools a year.
The plan also recognizes technology is changing in the classrooms. with artificial intelligence. But schools say they need to evolve with technology.
It has shifted the society in which we live in. Therefore, whether it be healthcare or whatever industry it is, education being one of them, they're making sure we're preparing students for the world they're going to inherit, for the world they want to create.
The French plan places greater emphasis on Acadian identity. Officials say both plans will be measured through annual reviews so parents won't have to wait 12 years to see the results. Josh Smith, CTV News, Moncton.
5 public libraries in Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley will permanently close later this month because of a lack of funding. The Annapolis Valley Regional Library System says the decision was made after the provincial government confirmed there will be no increase in funding this fiscal year. The nonprofit says the 8 municipalities it serves had committed additional money, but it won't be enough to cover the lack of an increase from the province. Branches in Hansport, Kentville, Lawrencetown, Middleton, and Port Williams are set to close on June 20th. In the wake of its new poverty report, Food Banks Canada is calling for big changes to employment insurance programs to reduce food insecurity, saying the system hasn't kept up with the times.
We have over 24% of people accessing our food banks report some kind of income.
So there's a growing portion of people using food banks who have jobs and who can't afford to make ends meet. But we also are looking at the unemployment rate as food bankers and getting quite worried.
The poverty report gave Nova Scotia a D overall. PEI went from a C- to a D+, while New Brunswick received the country's only failing grade. It comes as food banks see an increase in demand over the past year. You will be paying a little less to fill up at the pumps in Prince Edward Island. Gas slipped by 1.7 cents. The minimum price now $1.83.3 a litre. And diesel also dropped by 1.7 cents. The minimum price now $2.17.8. Finally, some cool discoveries now from an 18th century shipwreck off the coast of Norway. Take a look. Archaeologists have recovered a trove of Chinese porcelain and European-made goods from the wreck. Among the goods found in the remains of the unnamed sailing ship were tightly stacked white and blue porcelain bowls, as well as goblets, textiles, grain, and parts of chandeliers. Now, the ship, they believe it sunk around the mid-1700s, and it was found at a depth of about 600 meters. And the vessel's origin and destination unknown at this time, but work is ongoing to learn more about the wreck and its really cool cargo.
That is awesome.
That is so cool.
It's very neat.
You know, if they don't need it, I'll take it.
Exactly. Just that crate right in the dishwasher, and I'll use those dishes. Oh. Beautiful.
We love thrift shopping, so that's great for us. Maybe send Saltwater Sean down there, right?
Right?
Get it for us.
I've never gone for a deep dive at the bottom of the ocean, but that's what I figure. That's what in my imagination, that's what it's going to look like at the bottom of the ocean. All these awesome dishes.
Yeah. Gold.
Yeah, a treasure chest. You're just like swimming over, like.
I'm rich.
Pick up a big necklace and you just kind of put it on and you wear
like
it.
a blue diamond heart or something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, exactly. You swim up. Look what I found. Yeah.
Maybe My Heart Will Go On is one of your favorite songs. Maybe it makes you very happy.
It does, actually.
Yeah.
It's sad but happy.
Sad but happy.
Yeah.
Brings us to the Move Morning Chat. We are asking, what's a song that instantly puts you in a good mood, makes you happier? We want to know why. Crystal, we didn't hear your.
Oh my gosh.
You must have so many.
So many, but one in particular that I think I'll mention because many viewers might be able to relate. The Devil Went Down to Georgia. It is such a fun song because my family, we just make, every time it comes on, we're like, wah! We all really get into it. And it's just like a real story. So when he jumps up on the hickory stump and then the fiddling starts, and we have a narrative that the devil actually comes off pretty well in that song. He's actually has good sportsmanship.
Oh yeah, Kyle actually loves that song.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. It's a fun one. It's zippy and it's a fun little story. Yeah.
I'm gonna check that one out.
Indeed. Okay, we're going to check on the Eagle Cam right now. We'll see Bruce, Suji, and Helene. So this, oh no, we're just getting a great majestic shot of either Bruce or Suji right now.
Wow, thinking, you know what, it's nice that it's not as windy up here today.
Yeah, it's just so fun to watch the Eagles just quietly living their lives.
I know, so peaceful.
And the weather's nice today there.
It is really great. Blue skies. And it's wild how fast Helene is growing. I know we didn't see Helene in that video, but boy, that
she was there.
Yeah. She was there. She's getting big.
She is getting really big. Started with the feet. Did you see the feet?
Her feet are.
Yeah. In any case, yeah, so I guess we have to move on in our show. Time's just flying when you're having fun around here.
Right? I know, and we don't even have wings. All right, we're going to take a break. Latavia has the forecast, and then it's Tia Tuesday, and today Tia is going to introduce us to an entrepreneur who wants to help empower women turn their ideas into money. Stay with us. That conversation's coming up next.
Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 7:44. We're taking a live look at Hampton, Crystal's favorite roundabout. 8 degrees starting off your morning. We are going to see a mix of sun and clouds starting off the day before a chance of isolated showers returns this afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. Cool to start this morning. A bit warmer, though, than Monday morning. As of right now, 8 degrees heading outdoors in Halifax, 5 in Sydney with 9 in Charlottetown, 6 degrees over in Fredericton, 7 currently in Labrador City, and 2 degrees starting off your day in St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline, a bit of shower activity for parts of Atlantic Canada, but also starting off the day with some sunshine. Into the afternoon, that chance of showers increases for all 3 maritime provinces, paired with a risk of thunderstorms. Into this evening, we'll continue to see that chance of showers continue, but then clearing out after midnight and seeing sunshine remain in the forecast for Wednesday. Temperatures will continue to climb and heat up. But if you are wondering about those rainfall totals, only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters for St. John, New Brunswick, into Charlottetown as well. Heaviest for Nova Scotia being around 10 to 20 millimeters, and only seeing 2 to 5 millimeters for Labrador City. Over to our forecast today for New Brunswick. Daytime highs will be heating up, ranging from 14 to 21. A mix of sun and clouds starts off the day for New Brunswick. Will transition over to a chance of showers into the afternoon. A risk of thunderstorms. Wind also picking up with gusts of 40. For Prince Edward Island, highs between 11 to 15. Scattered showers throughout your day today. Also seeing a risk of thunderstorms for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia. Pretty much the same. Mainly cloudy skies starting off your day. Showers arrive into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Daytime highs between 8 to 16. And then for the rest of Nova Scotia, highs will be warming up around 14 to 19. We are going to see a mix of sun and cloud with a chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Lots of sunshine in Labrador City today with a high of 14 degrees. Showers arrive into the evening. 6 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland. Starting off the day with showers, seeing sunshine as showers clear. So Wednesday's forecast, lots of sunshine, as I had mentioned, for much of Atlantic Canada, holding on to a bit of shower activity for parts of Labrador. And then into Thursday's forecast, another sunny and hot day is ahead, Crystal.
So much, Latavia. It's 7:46, and it's Tia Tuesday. And today we meet a woman on a mission to help 100 women triple their revenue in 2026. She's written an ebook called The 3X Revenue Roadmap in 5 days that helps business owners get incredible results without overwhelm, burnout, or sacrificing time away from their families. Here to tell us more is business coach Lennifer Yeasman and Tia Upshaw, the founder and CEO of Black Women in Excellence. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, Lennifer, we met recently at the Startup Canada conference for entrepreneurs a few weeks back, and you were telling me a bit about your business. Share with our audience the powerful reason why you started your own business.
Shall I turn?
You can just keep talking right to me.
So I immigrated here in 2008 with my husband, and 2010 my daughter was born, and I didn't want her to go to daycare. So I raised her up by myself, but at the same time, I didn't want to sacrifice my financial freedom. So I thought, what can I do from home? So I started thinking of doing a business. But usually, women from our place, like back home, they start the business with a product. So I started my business with a jute bag. And I started going to different vendor markets, started selling my jute bag. But one day, in one vendor market, I just sold only one bag. And then I went home and I realized it's not a real business. Yeah. It's just a hobby, right? So then I thought, what's stopping me to become a good businesswoman? Then I found out by myself that I don't have enough knowledge about sales and marketing. So I started looking for books and started reading books on sales and marketing. And also, and then I found that was not enough. Like, just reading books doesn't give me enough confidence to become great in sales and marketing. So I was looking for a good course, and I found a course from Richmond Dean, $22 million business coach from Australia.
Yeah.
So I signed up for his course and I started learning from him. And then I thought, okay, so the women out there, like me, they're going from one vendor market to another vendor market, are actually struggling the same way. So then I thought, okay, why don't I teach them?
And this is, I think, in your line of work, Tia, you must hear this all the time. People overwhelmed at the start, and they just need somebody to kind of show them the way.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, you know, I like the statement that you said about, is this a hobby or a business? That is something I say to people all the time. Do you have a business? Do you have a hobby? If it is not profitable, you do not have a business. And sometimes we get caught up in the vendor markets when we first start out, because as a woman, what else do? We go to vendor markets. Not every market is for every business. And then you realize I need to do more, and I need to like push the envelope a little bit. But what I love what Lenny first said is that she didn't want her daughter to go to daycare. I was opposite. My kids were in daycare by the time they were 3 months old. I was very young, so I kind of had no choice type of thing. And for her to keep her daughter home and raise her and still start a business, still scale a business, and now she's helping other women do the same thing is absolutely amazing.
It is, and I think a lot of people watching right now who are trying to start businesses can relate to the aspect about trying to balance work and family, constant battle for women in business and women in the workplace too. And I think also the fact that you walked a mile in the shoes of the entrepreneurs you're helping. So people must find you very relatable. How is it going so far in your mission to help 100 women?
It's going good, it's going good. Yeah, my mission is to help 100 women to triple X their business.
If people wanted right now to hire you to help them, because a lot of people are relating to what you're saying, how would they do that?
I will make it simple. They can DM me on my Facebook to get my free ebook.
Yeah.
And then I can start conversation with them, what area they need, they help most with. And I also offer 5 days free challenges.
Okay.
It's called Tiny Challenge, 5 days. I help them to make their statement, I help a statement, and I help them to make their offer, high ticket offer. That's my expertise, I'll say.
Lennifer, it sounds like you've got all kinds of great resources that people can find on your website. We will put the information about Lennifer and, of course, Black Women in Excellence on our website to make it easy for people to find.
That's great.
Thank you both so much for coming in. Thank you. And now we'll turn our attention over to Amanda with Health and Medical News.
Thank you so much, ladies. Health and medical news now. Health organizations want Ottawa to reduce nicotine use to less than 5% of Canadians by 2045. It's one of the topics in your health. They say rising vaping rates among young people threaten the progress made in curbing tobacco use. Data from StatsCan shows 27% of grade 12 students reported vaping in a recent 30-day period. Advocates are calling for flavor restrictions, stronger warning labels, and a ban on online sales. Health Canada says while vaping may help some people quit smoking, it's still harmful, especially for youth. Finally, doctors in the UK are praising the trial results of a cancer treatment that's managed to eliminate entire tumors in some patients with head and neck cancers.
New EGFR drugs like amivantamab are showing strong promise in HPV-negative head and neck cancers, and this will hopefully improve response and durability and hopefully improve survival and outcomes so that, many years are possible even when recurrent metastatic disease occurs.
Researchers at London's Institute of Cancer say the drug was offered to patients whose cancer had spread, come back, or failed to respond to standard treatments. The drug is an injection that targets cancer cells and prevents growth and spread. Clinical trial results showed the drug reduced tumor sizes in 43 of the 102 patients treated, and in 15 of those cases, the tumors disappeared completely. Experts say the findings are highly encouraging.
We have no milestones to pass along for you today, but if you'd like to see previously aired milestones or find out how to submit one, visit our website by scanning the QR code on your screen. And a reminder, milestones must be received 2 weeks in advance. And if you're looking for something fun to do, the Dal King Swing Dance Society is offering free classes on the Halifax waterfront.
CTV's Jim Qualman stopped by the party to see what's shaking.
So every Tuesday and Sunday, we here at DKS get together and we have weekly dances. So on Tuesdays, we do Lindy Hop, and on Sundays, we do blues dances. It's a kind of a community event we do in the summertime where we finally get to come out here and dance on the waterfront, and it's open to anyone who wants to come by and dance with us, and eventually we'll have little drop-in lessons, but right now it's just dancing on the waterfront and it's very fun. Lindy Hop is an African-American art form. It's a dance that was originated in the 1920s at the Savoy Ballroom. It's a vernacular dance form, which means that it came from the music, and dancers at the Savoy Ballroom would kind of dance to it, and then that's how this style came from. Lindy Hop is dance. It's a partner dance, and it's very fun, and it's energetic, and you get to meet a lot of people. Blues is the dance that we dance on Sundays. Blues is another vernacular dance form. It's a lot more about connection, even though Lindy Hop has a whole lot of connection in it. It's a lot more about feeling the music and the partner. You have to be a lot more attentive. Yeah, Sunday Blues is our opportunity to have a fun dance social where we don't get so sweaty.
It's a lot of fun. One of the things about swing dancing is it's very social. You don't have to have a partner. People dance with each other, and it's just a very upbeat vibe. Everybody's having a good time, and the dance is fun.
I am a dancer. I've been doing ballet, jazz, and modern since I was 3. So I've really been enjoying getting to do a new social dance. I haven't really done as much of that, so I've been enjoying social dancing just this year, adding that to my repertoire.
Looks like a lot of fun. All right, taking another look at our 3-day forecast for New Brunswick. 19 degrees today with a mix of sun and cloud. Isolated showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. And then 24 on Wednesday, seeing sunshine return across the province, and sunshine sticks around on Thursday, warming up to 29. For Nova Scotia, 14 degrees today, starting off the day with some sunshine before a chance of showers moves in this afternoon, a risk of thunderstorms. 20 degrees on Wednesday with sunny skies, and on Thursday, looking at a high of 26, a mix of sun and cloud into the afternoon. For Prince Edward Island, 13 degrees with scattered showers, a risk of thunderstorms today. 17 on Wednesday with mainly sunny skies. 25 on Thursday, we're looking at a mix of sun and cloud. The time now, 7:56. We'll be right back right after this.
Today on Your Morning Atlantic, look at the upgrades AgroPure has planned for its Miramichi facility and its response to job losses at the Sussex plant. Your top news headlines just ahead.
And we're helping you find your newest BFF, best furry friend. The Nova Scotia SPCA will share the details on a new collaboration helping older animals find their forever home. That's just ahead in Pet Talk. That's all coming up this half hour of Your Morning Atlantic.
And just you wait, the SPCA has a furry friend who is so excited to be here. Looking forward to that conversation as well. I know I can't be the only pet owner around here who's dealing with an animal shedding quite a bit right now.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah, I feel Dewey's always going to shed, but he's really shedding. I have to sweep, I think, like every day or every other day.
Absolutely. I have hypoallergenic dogs.
Yes,
that don't shed. They shed everywhere.
Everywhere.
That wasn't needed there, but
I love the use of air quotes or even quotation marks in general, like when it says fresh coffee. Yeah. Is it really fresh?
Yeah.
Are we thinking that's fresh?
We're gonna
don't use them if you don't know how to, like myself.
I use it all the time.
It's fun with the extra one.
Yeah. My dogs were not shedding. I've had them for several months now. When we got them, there wasn't a hair to be had in the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now, as the weather has warmed up, it is like it's snowing in the house. There's hair everywhere.
Yes, my Chihuahua, never take your dogs on a long road trip. It's brutal, especially during shedding season.
Oh, really?
It was a hot summer. We were blowing hair was blowing everywhere. I was like, get this 4-pound creature out of my car right now.
We've got to stop this conversation because we're trying to make people match up with their pets. It is wonderful. It's just every once in a while, like when the seasons change, there's a bit of, they call it blowing the coat. And yes, I just wish that it would be over. That's all.
I love my animals.
Oh, of course you do.
Of
course you do. There's so much love, unconditional love that a pet can give.
Yep. You know what they also do? Get you outside.
Every single time.
You have your dogs that need to go for a walk, or you like to walk your cats. It is great to get some fresh air.
Yes.
Yeah. Even in crazy weather. But you know what? We're not going to be dealing with that today. If you're going on a long walk today, just bundle up. It is a bit cooler yet again today, just like yesterday. We are going to see those temperatures rise, remaining below seasonal for our daytime highs. Clouds will start to clear out, leaving a bit of sunshine, but we also have a chance of showers across parts of Atlantic Canada on and off throughout the day today, picking up this afternoon. As of right now, it is 8 degrees in Halifax, 5 starting off your day in Sydney, 9 in Charlottetown, 6 degrees in Fredericton, 2 degrees starting off your day in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. A chance of showers early this morning, quite low and spotty in its activity though. And then into the afternoon, we will see that chance of showers continue to increase across parts of Atlantic Canada. In terms of your wind forecast, going to be a bit of a breezy one. As of right now, pretty light, 22 kilometers per hour in Charlottetown, 19 in North Cape, 13 in Moncton. No wind gusts to report. We'll take another look at your forecast just ahead. First, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Dairy giant AgroPure is providing its vision for its expanding plant in Miramichi. The company has faced criticism for closing one plant while growing another, partly with taxpayer dollars. CTV's Avery McRae has more.
Carton by carton, bag by bag, AgroPure's Miramichi facility claims it will soon be the home of maritime milk.
The intention is that this become a center of excellence for our fluid milk.
It will be done through a $20 million upgrade to the facility, $2.4 million of which is coming from the province. The plant's director says the Miramichi site will focus on filling your standard milk bags and cartons.
A new machine that will come, a more faster machine and bigger machine that we currently have, so it will give us more capacity and we'll be able to produce more milk.
AgroPure says the upgrades will increase their manufacturing on site by 50%. Meaning milk produced in New Brunswick stays in the Maritimes.
As of now, we have not enough processing in New Brunswick, and to have added processing is excellent for us.
But the upgrades are leaving a bad taste in other communities. Improvements to the Miramichi plant will come at the expense of dairy town near Sussex, which will close in 2028, resulting in 60 job losses.
From a New Brunswick perspective, we are disappointed, but we look at it as a maritime perspective. And all the investment that AgroPure is making, it is very good for the dairy farmers.
The upgrades here will lead to 15 additional jobs to bring the staff total to 115. And when asked if those roles could be filled by AgroPure employees near Sussex.
We are in discussion with the union right now. We have to keep in mind that this plant will continue its operation as they are for the next 2 years. But obviously we're working with all of our network to see how we will plan the labor for this initiative.
The upgrades are expected to be completed in 2027. While this facility will focus on fluid milk, upgrades to AgroPure's site in Bedford, Nova Scotia will concentrate on value-added protein products, which is something the company says is growing in demand. Avery McRae, CTV News, Miramichi.
Thank you, Avery. Staying in New Brunswick, the province has unveiled its education plans for the English and French school systems. The new 12-year strategy will see more staff and support for students in an effort to raise math and literacy scores. But AI will also have a place in the classroom.
We had 14,000 people consult on this one. It was done through consultation with multiple partners, with multiple people, with a lot of different stakeholder engagement and community engagement.
Our schools are overflowing. We are out there trying to build schools faster than governments have ever done before. They used to build them at a rate of 2 schools a year. We were falling behind. Our government is trying to get up to 4, 5, 6 target of 6 schools a year.
And with a growing student population, staffing remains another major focus. The province says it will work to retain and recruit educational assistants, resource teachers, and counselors. Officials say the strategy will be measured through annual reviews. 5 public libraries in Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley will be permanently closed later this month because of a lack of funding. The 11-branch Annapolis Valley Regional Library System says the decision was made after the province confirmed there will be no increase in provincial library funding in the upcoming fiscal year. The nonprofit group says all 8 municipalities it serves had committed additional money, but the contributions won't be enough to cover the lack of funding increases from the province. This spring has kept producers busy. Vegetable farmers have been optimistic about the progress of crops, but late frost and cold temperatures have them scrambling to make sure they're not lost. Many producers have been covering crops at night to protect them and to conserve water.
Frost this spring has been considerable, like a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of water, like I said, being run, so we've had to watch the water consumption.
We have corn that's up too, can burn that, and beans, but we try to keep most stuff covered. Potatoes too.
The Gouchers say beet greens, string beans, peas and potatoes, squash and apples are all looking good right now. Finally, prices at the pumps. You will be paying less to fill up in Prince Edward Island this morning. Overnight, the price of gas slipped by 1.7 cents. The minimum price now $1.83.3 a liter. Diesel also dropped by 1.7 cents. The minimum price now $2.17.8 a liter. Prices in Nova Scotia and PEI did not change overnight. And then still ahead, I have your national news, and I'll have another look at local news at 8:30 as well.
All right, we look forward to that. Guess what? I have a treat for you two.
Okay.
It's time to look at some humanoid robots.
Again?
Yeah. But this one's, wow, just wait till you see it. Okay, the future of technology was on full display at Tokyo's Humanoid Summit last week, along with very human-like robots. The precision of mechanical hands was also shown off. There were dancing robots. There we go. There we go. Right, there we go. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up to the sky. The robots are designed to help with deliveries. Companies, many companies taking part of the summit, including Tokyo and Boston Dynamics. So, see, this humanoid robot doesn't look very human, but oh wow. Oh, look at that! A little group dancing now. The one they showed earlier though that had kind of the skin on it that was really trying to look human. That was straight.
This one.
Yeah. And I think there was another one beside a gentleman, unless that was an actual human.
No, it was I know you're talking about this one.
This one, yes.
Like that's wild.
The robot becomes a mirror.
Now we could have these done for us, and then we could just go outside.
No, thank you.
Because we could.
Actually,
how long would it take for the bosses to notice? Our viewers would notice immediately, but do you think that I don't know. How long do we
might have to contact the union first. Get the rules on the
robots. Can I do this? And sleep in instead?
What do you think? You ever wish you could be 2 places at one?
I love it. Sometimes I do wish I could clone myself and be 2 places at once.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I was an identical twin. But then I was like, wait, they have their own life to live. So it's not really the same. I should clone myself instead, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
How quickly things get off the rails.
It's a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday. We're excited for the warm weather.
Yes.
Yeah, and it means it's also time for a contest. It's time for a Tuesday Tides contest. So if you'd like to be in the crowd cheering on the Halifax Tides at the next home game, then this contest is for you. The game is on June 13th. You could win 2 tickets to cheer on Halifax's professional women's football club as they take on the Calgary Wild. So to enter, all you have to do is head to our website, ctvatlantic.ca. It's just today. So go to the website, check it out, little contest icons at the top, clickety-click, enter, and you could be there in the crowd. It's very fun to watch the Halifax Tides.
Such a good time.
If you haven't been there on the Wanderers grounds, you should.
Definitely. It's fun, especially if the weather's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, June 13th is that game. Should be good. All right, taking a live look at Macadam, New Brunswick. What a beautiful start to the day. The grass is looking green. Batavia has details on today's daily highs right after this.
Good.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. The time now is 8:14. We're taking a live look at Bacaro Point. Beautiful sunny start to your day. 8 degrees in your area as of right now. We are going to see a mix of sun and clouds stick around, but we do have a low chance of some showers returning, bringing you a risk of thunderstorms as well. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. And we are going to see a cool start to the day yet again. Temperatures expected to rise, remaining below seasonal for much of those daytime highs, though. 9 degrees right now in Halifax, 8 in Sydney, and 9 degrees starting off your day in Charlottetown, 8 in Fredericton, with 9 in Labrador City and 3 degrees in St. John's, Newfoundland. We are seeing a low chance of some showers across parts of Atlantic Canada early this morning, as well as seeing sunshine start off your day. Into the afternoon, that chance of showers continues to spread across parts of all 3 maritime provinces. A risk of thunderstorms that will continue into the overnight hours tonight, starting to clear out after midnight and bringing us a sunny, beautiful, warm day ahead for Wednesday's forecast. But if you're wondering about those rainfall totals, we are going to see accumulation from this system, 2 to 5 millimeters only for St. John, New Brunswick and Charlottetown. Heaviest for Nova Scotia at around 10 to 20 millimeters. And then for Labrador, we are going to see Labrador City getting only 2 to 5 millimeters. For our forecast today for New Brunswick, starting off the day with sunshine, seeing a chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Daytime highs will range from 14 to 21 degrees, wind gusts picking up to 40. For Prince Edward Island, 11 to 15 degrees today, scattered showers, a risk of thunderstorms, a light wind across the island. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, daytime highs will range from 8 to 15 degrees. Looking at mainly cloudy skies starting off your day, showers move in this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. For the rest of Nova Scotia, looking at a mix of sun and cloud this morning, and then showers into the afternoon, a risk of thunderstorms, highs between 13 to 18 degrees and wind gusts of 40. Lots of sunshine for Labrador City with a high of 14. We do have a chance of showers this evening. 6 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, starting off the day with a chance of showers that will clear out, leaving a mix of sun and cloud. For a forecast on Wednesday, lots of sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada. Temperatures are actually going to start warming up as we have a ridge of high pressure moving in. A chance of showers remains for parts of Labrador. A chance of showers will return early Thursday morning for parts of Newfoundland, but for the maritime region, still holding on to that sunshine and that ridge of high pressure. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. Out west, Mounties in Saskatchewan say a suspect was arrested late Monday after a shooting in the northern community of Pelican Narrows that killed one person and seriously injured another. RCMP have remained on the scene to investigate the shooting, which took place near the community's health clinic. An active shooter alert with a description of a man wearing all black clothing and a face covering was issued for the area earlier Monday, and residents were asked to lock their doors. Police have not provided details about the 2 victims or the suspect. The Bank of Canada is urging caution against concluding the country is in a recession, even though the most recent data points to that term. The health of Canada's economy is currently the subject of a heated debate in Ottawa. CTV's Abigail Beeman has more.
My work is done. Mark Carney tries his hand at a home building site, but wasn't taking questions about a recession after Statistics Canada reported Friday Canada's economy contracted slightly for 2 straight quarters. Not from journalists nor opposition in the House of Commons.
While Canadians are starving, losing their jobs and missing mortgage payments, and Mark Carney has created the only G7 economy in a recession, he is hiding from accountability.
Leaving other ministers to answer.
Canada is the most integrated country in the world with the United States. They have declared a trade war on us. This side of the House understands that. We will control what we can control.
The Leader of the Opposition should stop running down Canada and join us.
It's the Liberal Prime Minister that's running down our economy and then running away from accountability for it. Where is he anyway?
Conservatives are calling for an emergency debate on the recession, as Liberals don't seem to all be on the same page in terms of messaging.
I do know that people in my riding are hurting. So I listen to people who talk about housing prices. I listen to people talking about food prices and about incomes that are too low. And so that's what we're working on here.
Not. I'm not. All indications are that it's shallow and that we're coming out of it. I believe them.
Late this afternoon in the House, the Speaker decided against an emergency debate, saying he doesn't believe it meets the requirements. Abigail Beeman, CTV News, Ottawa.
Canada's men's soccer team defeated Uzbekistan in a friendly match in Edmonton with just over a week to go until the World Cup.
is influential here. Oliver Shea for Jonathan Osorio through the keeper and in.
Jonathan Osorio scored the first goal for Canada, and they went on to win 2-0. Thousands of fans braved low temperatures and lots of rain. Canada's captain, Alphonso Davies, did not play, but was seen jogging on the pitch before the game. Another break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, it's the Tuesday edition of Pet Talk.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move.
Welcome back. Do you need a BFF, a best furry friend, that is? This weekend at all Nova Scotia SPCA shelters, Hills Pet Nutrition will be contributing up to $200 towards all adoption fees of an adult pet. To learn more, we welcome back Sarah Lyon, the Chief Communications and Marketing Officer at the NSSPCA, and Stacy. Hello, Stacy. Oh, you know your name. Can I pet her?
You sure can.
Oh, wow. What a coat. Oh, my gosh, you're soft. What a beautiful girl. So before we get, well, first of all, tell us about Stacy, because she may want to go visit some of our studio friends.
Stacy is a 6-year-old King Corso mix, and she is up for adoption at the Dartmouth shelter, and she is looking for the other half. She's looking for her new BFF.
Oh, that's wonderful. What kind of home would be appropriate for a beautiful girl like Stacy?
Well, Stacy's going to need a home with somebody who might have some experience with a large dog. She's quite big. And maybe not little kids. Kids who have already lived with a big dog would be great as well. She isn't as active, but she's big.
Well, and also people at home, like, this is not the environment that dogs are used to. She's never been in a TV studio before. I've seen many of our guests react similarly before getting on the show. So this is common. All right, Stacy, you're a beautiful girl. Tell us in general about this promotion to get adult pets connected with the family.
Yes, Hills Pet Nutrition is going to contribute up to $200 towards the adoption fee of adult pets in every shelter across the province this weekend. Monday is National Best Friends Day, so we want more people to come and find their BFF, their best furry friend.
Okay, and so it's all adult animals, so that is cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs across the province.
Wonderful stuff. Okay, why is it so important to consider adopting an adult animal? Because a lot of people want a little pup or a little kitten.
I think that a lot of people do want little puppies and kittens, but there's a lot of people who don't want to go through the kitten and puppy phase again, and so an adult dog is a great companion. They're not as active sometimes, depending on their age, depending on their breed, and so if you would like somebody who's a little bit mellow, sometimes they're house trained, it's just a little bit easier, and an adult pet still has lots of love to give.
They sure do. We had a viewer submit a photo of 2 dogs she recently adopted of the SPCA. Let's pull that up now, control room, if you can. We'll get that up in a second. They're working on it. Okay, so we talked about the benefits. What about some of the drawbacks of adopting a pet? For example, just you want to do your research.
You do want to do your research. So, you know, this weekend is a great weekend to come out and adopt. Every weekend's a great weekend to come out and adopt. But, you know, if you've already talked to your family, if you've already talked, you know what kind of animal you can bring into your home, that you're prepared for the time. There's a 3-3-3 rule. The first 3 days, the first 3 weeks, the first 3 months.
Okay, this is the viewer. It's me with my 2 dogs, Chico and Zoe. Chico is 12 and Zoe is 8, so they would both be considered senior dogs, but they have so much love to give.
They do.
And exactly as you said, it's 3-3-3. The first 3 days, actually the first 3 days went great.
Okay.
And then the first 3 weeks, they started to show their true colors because they got comfortable.
Yes.
And then, you know, once they settled in and we figured out the lay of the land too, it's so much better. There's so much love, and they've got lots of life. Even the 12-year-old, my gosh, he loves to walk. And so this girl, Stacy's only 6. She has lots of good years left and so much love. And once they get to trust you, it's unconditional love.
Exactly.
All right, quickly before we go, the cost for adoption normally. If Hills is going to put up $200, that covers almost half.
It does. So an adult pet like Stacy would be $400 and a cat would be $300. And so they're going to contribute up to $200 this weekend.
All right, wonderful. And so it's any shelter in Nova Scotia.
Any of our SPCA shelters, yes.
Maybe you'll get to go, Stacy, before the weekend. Oh, yeah, we love that. All right, we're good. That was Sarah Lyon of the NSSPCA. We put all the details about the shelters on our website, so you can check that out. In the meantime, Latavia's got our 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Crystal. Taking a look at New Brunswick first, 19 degrees for your daytime high. A mix of sun and clouds starts off the day. Isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. Sunshine on Wednesday, warming up to 24. Warming up even further on Thursday, 29 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. For Nova Scotia, 14 degrees today, starting off the day with sunshine, isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. 20 degrees on Wednesday with sunshine across the province. 26 on Thursday. Lots of sunshine remains. For Prince Edward Island, 13 degrees, scattered showers and a risk of thunderstorms today, warming to 17 on Wednesday with mainly sunny skies. Sunshine sticks around across the island on Thursday, warming up to 25.
Still ahead this morning, surviving a stroke. It's been 20 years since the Canadian stroke best practice recommendations were released. We'll speak with a stroke survivor about his experience and why knowing the signs is so important. That's coming up in 15 minutes on Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us.
She was adorable. Wasn't she lovely? She settled right down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a good girl. She is so sweet. I love how when you were reading your introduction, we could just hear her panting away.
Yeah, and then when I said her name, hello,
Yeah, hello.
you rang. Yeah, for sure.
So adorable.
Yeah, they're so sweet. So shout out to the SPCA. They do such wonderful work around the region.
They really, really do. And when you do adopt a pet, it's not like just like, bye, see you later. No, they actually work with you to make sure that you have any support you need to help the pet settle in. So
wonderful.
Great people doing great things. Now, weather-wise, for walking a pet, whether it be cat, dog, rabbit, ferret, whatever you happen to have, it's nicer to do it when it's nice out. What are we looking at today?
Well, we are seeing a chance of showers still remain across parts of the region, pockets of sunshine for parts of the region as well. So not too bad of a day, kind of like yesterday, but a little bit more precipitation ahead.
Oh, look at that! Guys, good luck, everybody.
Another
good luck.
Just what you needed on this Tuesday. All right, well, in St. John, New Brunswick, it is 10 degrees starting off your day, so temperatures are starting to rise. A bit cool, though, to start, and temperatures will remain below seasonal for much of our daytime highs. 9 degrees right now in Charlottetown and in Halifax, with 8 starting off your day in Sydney, 3 degrees in St. John's, Newfoundland. So you can see here on our satellite and radar, we do have a bit of shower activity for parts of the region. That will increase into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms, but clearing out near midnight, leaving sunshine in the forecast for tomorrow. And if you're looking for a wind forecast, it's going to be a bit of a breezy one today, picking up into this afternoon. As of right now, 24 kilometers per hour in Charlottetown with 17 in Halifax and Grand Etang. We're looking at 1 wind gust as of right now, 28 kilometers per hour in Grand Etang. We'll take another look at your forecast just ahead. One last look at your local news with Amanda.
And we begin in New Brunswick, where the province has unveiled its education plan for the English and French school systems. The new 12-year strategy will see more staff and support for students in an effort to raise math and literacy scores. But artificial intelligence will also have a place in the classroom.
We had 14,000 people consult on this one. It was done through consultation with multiple partners, with multiple people, with a lot of different stakeholder engagement and community engagement.
Our schools are overflowing. We are out there trying to build schools faster than governments have ever done before. They used to build them at a rate of 2 schools a year. We were falling behind. Our government is trying to get up to 4, 5, 6 target of 6 schools a year.
With a growing student population, staffing remains another major focus. The province says it will work to retain and recruit educational assistants, resource teachers, and counselors. And officials say the strategy will be measured through annual reviews. 5 public libraries in Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley will permanently close later this month because of a lack of funding. The Annapolis Valley Regional Library System says the decision was made after the provincial government confirmed there will be no increase in funding this fiscal year. The nonprofit says the 8 municipalities it serves had committed additional money, but it won't be enough to cover the lack of an increase from the province. Branches in Hantsport, Kentville, Lawrencetown, Middleton, and Port Williams are set to close on June 20th. In the wake of its new poverty report, Food Banks Canada is calling for big changes to employment insurance programs to reduce food insecurity, saying the system has not kept up with the times.
We have over 24% of people accessing our food banks report some kind of income.
So there's a growing portion of people using food banks who have jobs and who can't afford to make ends meet. But we also are looking at the unemployment rate as food bankers and getting quite worried.
The poverty report gave Nova Scotia a D overall. PEI went from a C- to a D+, while New Brunswick received the country's only failing grade. It comes as food banks see an increase in demand over the past year. You will be paying less to fill up at the pumps in Prince Edward Island. Gas fell by 1.7 cents. The minimum price now $1.83.3 a litre, and diesel also dropped by 1.7 cents. The minimum price $2.17.8. This is Ocean Week, an opportunity to dive into ocean awareness. From amazing marine life to tidal power and coastal conservation, organizers hope maritimers go deep to understand our blue backyard. Here is CTV's Ryan McDonald.
Get a conversation going on about climate change in the Bredor Lakes.
Eva Carmichael is from British Columbia. She has made it from the west coast of Canada to the east coast thanks to a grant through the Ocean Frontier Institute. Having lived near the Pacific and now the Atlantic, she has seen plenty about how our oceans are changing.
Water's getting warmer. We're seeing a lot of increased erosion, especially in coastal communities.
There's a lot of creatures in the lake that you don't find anywhere else until South Carolina.
Here at the Arish Namera Cultural Centre, which means House of the Sea in Gaelic, a lot of their focus during this Ocean Week Canada is on the unique marine biosphere which has made the Bredor Lake a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Researchers can come and study here, and because of the location, they can do research about the lake, and they're not out on the ocean because it mimics it so much.
Here in Halifax, that relationship that we have to the ocean is really explicit.
In the provincial capital of Canada's Ocean Playground, there are 10 days of waterfront events on tap, capped off by World Oceans Day festivities on June the 8th.
But sometimes I think people forget that the ocean is everything. It supplies us with oxygen, with food, with livelihood, and it connects us all around the world.
I hope that I can still be swimming in clean waters and that we still have access to clean drinking water.
Ryan McDonald, CTV News.
Thank you, Ryan. Of course, we had the tee up of some events last week on the show. Nice to hear, and a good reminder that they're underway.
Absolutely.
There's nothing like Atlantic Canada, I swear.
No,
Yeah, it is
so true.
It is. It's just so wonderful to have so much ocean around. Always dreamed of living by the water.
Me
and
too.
now I do.
Yeah.
Now we do. Yay. We all do, because we're watching here at Atlantic Canada. Okay, good news for Celine Dion fans. Guess what? She's added more dates to the Paris run. Ooh. Oh, yeah. So these are the new dates. Look at her. Look at the diva. These are scheduled for, oh, wow. It's this song. Oh, iconic. The dates are scheduled for next May 2027. So that's going to bring her Paris residency up to 28 performances. The extra shows are due to overwhelming demand. On Dion's website, it says the added concerts will be for previously registered fans who were unable to secure tickets to the originally scheduled performances. Dion announced her return to the stage in April following her prolonged break after a diagnosis with a condition that she thought would make it difficult for her to be able to perform again. But she's found a way.
Celine Dion.
Oh, I get chills.
I know, but I appreciate her more now than I even did before.
It's so true.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That documentary was everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was incredibly done.
Yeah.
Maybe
an icon.
I didn't register to be one of those fans.
I know, and I'm regretting it.
Now I am too.
So,
right?
Oh, gotta go to Paris to see Celine.
Right?
Oh, mon Dieu.
All right, we're going to talk. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's okay, here you go. It's Tuesday. That means it's Tides Tuesday. That means a contest and a chance for you to win. So if you'd like to be in the crowd cheering on the Halifax Tides at their home game on June 13th, enter today. It's a one-day contest. You could win 2 tickets to cheer on Halifax's professional women's football team as they take on the Calgary Wild. To enter, simply go to ctvatlantic.ca. As I said, one-day contest. But yeah, if you win, you are going to be part of a wonderful experience. The Tides put on a great show, and it's so great to support this team. They supported the IWK this weekend by supporting the Green Booth at the tribute show.
Jocelyn and all.
Yes. They really do give back to community, and we would love you to be there to support them.
It's a great team. Great women. Had them on the show. They're wonderful.
Yeah. All right, so that's taking place June 13th. Contest is now. But we're going to talk about the community calendar and events taking place over the next couple of days. The Acoustica Summer Concert Series returns to Moncton. The vibrant music series features rising local stars and beloved homegrown talent across all genres of music. The series runs all summer long, so for a full breakdown of locations and times, head over to their website. And the 33rd Kensington Step Dance Festival kicks off today in PEI. For 2 days, island dancers are welcome to participate in classes. There will be reels, jigs, marches, hornpipes, and so much more. Open to all ages. For an entry form and to learn more, contact the number on your screen. And Mystic Pizza heads to the Theatre Arts Guild in Halifax. The feel-good, high-energy stage adaptation of the beloved film kicks off June 4th and will be on stage until the 21st. For tickets, head over to their website. And if you have an upcoming event, send us the details. We'd love to promote it. Your Morning Atlantic at ctv.ca. Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 8:43. We're taking a live look at Lunenburg. 8 degrees starting off your day. We do have a chance of showers expected to move in with a risk of thunderstorms. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. Cool to start. Temperatures already beginning to rise, though. As of right now, it is 9 degrees in Halifax as well as into Charlottetown. 9 degrees starting off your day in Labrador City and 3 degrees over in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our forecast timeline. A chance of showers is slowly spreading across parts of Atlantic Canada, but also seeing some sunshine starting off your day. Into the afternoon, that chance of showers increases across parts of all 3 maritime provinces. A risk of thunderstorms, that takes us into tonight. Looking at shower activity expected to continue. Will clear out near midnight and seeing a beautiful sunny day ahead for our Wednesday forecast. If you're wondering about rainfall totals, looking at around 2 to 5 millimeters for St. John, New Brunswick, as well as into Charlottetown, heaviest being for Nova Scotia at around 10 to 20 millimeters. And then for Labrador City, also going to see around 2 to 5 millimeters of precipitation. Over to our forecast today for New Brunswick. Daytime highs will be ranging from 14 to 21 degrees. A mix of sun and clouds starts off the day. A chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Wind picking up as well out of the southwest, 20 gusting to 40. Prince Edward Island, highs between 11 to 15 degrees. Scattered showers and a risk of thunderstorms. Also for Cape Breton Island, eastern mainland Nova Scotia, a chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Daytime highs will range from 8 to 15. And then for the rest of Nova Scotia, looking at sunshine starting off your day, increasing cloudiness with a chance of showers this afternoon, a risk of thunderstorms with highs between 13 to 18. Labrador City seeing lots of sunshine today with a high of 14 degrees. We do have a chance of showers moving in this evening. And 6 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, starting off the day with a bit of shower activity that will clear out, leaving a mix of sun and cloud. Wednesday's forecast, we're going to see some warmer air move back in across the region, helping to warm things up. So temperatures will be above seasonal for our daytime highs and sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada. We do have a chance of showers remaining for parts of Labrador, a chance of showers moving in for parts of Newfoundland early into Thursday morning. We will be seeing sunshine, though, for the maritime region sticking around and temperatures warming up further, Crystal.
Thank you so much, Latavia. It's just about 8:46, and it has been 20 years since the Canadian Stroke Best Practice recommendations were released. Over the last 2 decades, they have played a big role when it comes to transforming stroke diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation. Keith O'Neill knows all too well how important it is to know the signs of a stroke. He experienced one while leaving work just over 4 years ago at the age of 53. He knew something was wrong and called his wife to dial 911. So Keith joins us now from Charlottetown. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Crystal.
So let's tell us about your stroke. Tell us about that experience.
Sure. So it was March 15th, 2022, and I was leaving work. that particular day. And as I descended the stairs and started to walk out the door, I could walk into my car and I could feel my gait was a little off. And then as I got to the car, I started up my car, put it in reverse, foot was still on the brake, and I could see my vision was going. So I quickly dialed my wife's number, and she answered, thank God. And from there, it was, I just explained to her, I said, I'm having a stroke. I believe I am anyhow. I said, I need you to call 911. I'm at work in the parking lot. So just have the ambulance come there, please.
Well,
and
yeah,
I'm thinking I'm having that conversation with her, but she's only picking up key pieces of my words because I was slurring my speech.
Wow.
So,
that's, I mean, thank you for sharing your experience, because I don't know, like, you were only 53 at the time.
And I had no previous existing conditions or symptoms. I didn't have high blood pressure, no diabetes, no high cholesterol.
I don't,
was fit.
Sorry, it's flabbergasting. I don't know if I were in the same situation, if I would immediately have thought I was having a stroke. What clued you into the fact that that might be what was going on?
I've worked in and around healthcare, and so I was aware of the signs. And I think that's very important for people to remember fast, for a face, arms, smile in time. So I was aware, my vision going and my gait was off.
So let's go through, let's make it really clear. Let's spell it out for people at home, because I know the fast, but I need a reminder in what they are. So F is face.
Face. So if your face is drooping, typically, if you're having a stroke, one side of your face will start to droop.
Okay.
And your smile will not be as strong. You'll have your smile will be
modified. Yeah.
Yes.
A.
And is for arms. So if you were to raise your arms, and maybe one arm didn't go all the way up, if you were to try to raise them over your head and one arm didn't go up, that's another good sign. And if you know those three things or are aware of those three things, time is crucial. Get to your nearest hospital or emerge, call 911.
Yeah, for sure.
I think time is key.
Remind me the S. So face, arms,
smile.
Face, arms, smile. Okay, and then, of course, time. Perfect. All right,
time.
And if you're in doubt, I guess just call 911, because you just can't be sure. Let's talk about post-stroke. You've received a clot-busting drug to treat your stroke. And that is probably came about because of research breakthroughs. Why is it so important to support heart and stroke research?
I think it just provides the science to advance itself so that we can find medicines that will help reduce damage in the case of a stroke. It's crucial, and the investment in research is needed, not only for individuals currently, but for the future. Because for me, not being overweight, I didn't have any pre-existing conditions to think that I was a candidate for a stroke. I was young, I was healthy, I didn't have high blood pressure, like I was saying. So, but when you need medication, you need that treatment, it's there.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything else you want Atlantic Canadians to know from your story before we go?
I think the other thing that's not so much my story, but for all of us is get out to walk. I walk every day, 5 to 6 kilometers after work. And I encourage everyone, whether you're a first timer at walking, just walk to your mailbox and back home, and then just try to expand it. Because it's the one privilege we are given as humans. Use your 2 legs and get out and walk. Reason for that, it may help prevent health conditions like a stroke. But number 2, it gives you a fighting chance to recover. Because when I was going through rehab and I would walk through recovery, through rehabilitation, I would see people that maybe didn't give themselves a fighting chance to recover adequately. And we all don't know how we're going to recover, but if you're very unwell, to no fault of your own, but if you have the choice to try to walk, make walking part of your daily ritual. I do that every day after work. First thing I do when I go home.
Great advice, Keith. Great for the body, great for the mind, too. Thank you so much for sharing your experience again.
Thank you for having me.
And we have put more information about heart and stroke on our website so people can research that, how they can support, and also familiarize yourselves with the signs fast. We're going to take a break and be back to wrap up the show right after this. It's 8:51 a.m.
Hi, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. So we want to share the answers to the Move Morning Chat because we were asking about songs that instantly boost your mood, make you happy. Here's what you had to say. I wonder if any of these answers can be surprising. Probably not. If I Had $1 Million by Bare Naked Ladies.
That's
a good Canadian one.
I love that one.
Zoe and Eric.
We wouldn't have to eat craft dinner, but we would.
Right?
I'd be rich. Oh, What a Night by April Wine.
Oh, wow.
I have to turn it up every time and just sing and dance. So true, and I never knew it was spelled that way.
I didn't know what this meant, like what it said, until you said it, and I was like, oh my goodness,
That makes
wow.
perfect sense.
Brain didn't register.
But I didn't know that's how they spelled the title of that
I had no
song,
idea.
right? Oh, what a night. Fun. Oh, this one's so good. Millie from Fredericton, Uptown Funk.
That is a great one.
Is a song that gets me pumped and happy. Bruno Mars and Mark Robson.
Yes.
It's a fun one. Uptown Funk is a good one.
Yeah, it will funk you up.
Yes, it
Patio
will.
Lanterns.
Nancy from Bridgewater, throwing it back to Patio Lanterns.
Is that Kim Mitchell?
Kim Mitchell.
Yeah, look at me.
Look at all this Canadian love. We love it.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Next up, Bruce from Whites Lake. Don't worry, be happy.
Absolutely. This song really, it's true. When you worry, you make it double.
Exactly.
And we have one of those little fish that has the batteries that sings this, Don't Worry, Be Happy. And
Love it.
He says, all I gotta do is start whistling that tune and everything just seems to feel better. Don't know why, but just works for me.
Me too. Me too.
For you, Bruce. Pat from Timberley, it's the 90s song Backroads by Ricky Van Shelton. That does it for me. Just makes me feel so free and want to sing.
Yeah, a song like this just makes you want to be driving down a road on a summer day with the windows down.
Right?
That would be a vibe.
Yes, absolutely. LJ, Don't Bring Me Down by Electric Light Orchestra. The title says it all.
Yeah.
ELO.
It's a good one. Classic.
Yeah, that is a good one. So thanks everyone who took the time.
All right. Speaking of songs, this one might cheer you up or drive you mad, but this bird seems to be a big fan of the song Barbie Girl by the 90s group Aqua. Take a listen. I'm a Barbie girl.
That's awesome.
I'm a Barbie girl. Do you hear it?
Shout it from the rooftops, my friend.
Shout it from the rooftops. Life and... Now you can't unhear it. Isn't that hilarious?
That's awesome.
Who was blasting that and singing it the whole time?
I'm a Barbie girl. That's just hilarious.
I love it.
No auto-tune.
No, exactly.
No auto-tune for that one.
All natural.
All natural.
Just when you thought you heard cheeseburger.
That's all I hear now.
Yeah.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Well, maybe that song will cheer you up. Enjoy your Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.